So those that know me know I'm kind of uneasy working with heights, so naturally, folks here sent me to some of the highest places we could find out how I did on today's latest version of Fear No More. Dealing with heights has always created a bit of a paradox for me. I love hiking and climbing. I can handle being 40 to 50 feet off the ground, but once I'm at altitude, I get what some call vertigo. Nerves take over, and I'm pretty much useless. So I figured the Peak Rock Wall was a good place to start facing my fears. I shared my story with health psychologist Dr. Heather Durmeyer, who had some good news.
I would definitely say you're not alone in a fear of heights. I think there's a lot of people that struggle with intense fear once it gets really high off the ground, and especially on the cliffs of the pictured rocks in this area, people get a little hesitant to get close to the edge.
She offered some friendly advice for my first climb.
First of all, it's trusting in your safety harness and people that you're working with, the safety equipment, and really trying to trust that those things are going to be there to help you.
Of course, once I found myself at the rock wall, ORC student manager Greg Thacker helped to set my mind at ease.
Well, as far as safety goes, we've got these ropes can withstand far more force than any human fall could possibly put on them. We check them once a week, if not more often than that. We check the entire length of the rope for any abrasions, any differences in the thickness of the rope, any signs of wear. And we also change the ropes once a semester.
And once I started climbing, I remembered the helpful words from my friend, Dr. Durmeyer.
Remember, take deep breaths, use relaxation techniques, and kind of edge slowly and carefully as you go. And just positive thinking. Try to reassure yourself that you can do it, and also keep your eyes on what's in front of you instead of looking down.
As you can see, I made it up the rock wall with a fair amount of success a couple of times. It wasn't really high enough for the fear to set in, so I decided a trek to the top of the catwalk in the Superior Dome would be a good way to test my newfound courage. So the rock wall went well, but if I want to say that I've truly conquered my fear, I got to take it a little higher, so we're at the Superior Dome to do just that. Now, the top of the Peak Rock Wall is a mere 25 feet in the air, but the top of the catwalk at the Superior Dome is 12 stories high. I thought it'd be a good idea to check in at the halfway point. It's pretty high. I'm starting to feel the effects. It's like I just want to lay down on the ground to keep from somehow just lunging over the rail. I don't know why. It's like I know I'm not going to fall, but the power of that gravity just kind of, it's a little scary. And we're only halfway. And so I continued onward and upward. To the top I go. So here we are at the top. At this height, I could definitely start to feel, it's like I want to be careful where I put my feet and make sure that my movements are very purposeful and cautious. It's a little scary, I can feel it. Even the top of the Superior Dome was bearable. I bet if I keep challenging myself to new heights, I'll be doing the forecast from the top of the Mackinac Bridge in no time. Reporting in Marquette, Shawn Householder, TV6 News. So yeah, it's pretty high up there, 12 stories at the top of the Superior Dome, and the ROTC guys, they actually rappel from the top of that thing to deliver the football on the 50-yard line for games. So that thought crossed my mind. The folks at the Superior Dome didn't let me do that. It's probably a good thing that I didn't try to do that.
We need you to stay around and do weather.
Mixed emotions about heights. You know, it's like you get so high and it's bearable, and you're super high up on cliffs and like that Mackinac shot, a little scarier. So we'll take it step by step, and I guess if I make progress, we'll report that to you.
All right, Shawn. Well,